So let me first start by saying Happy New Year. Today we're going to do a podcast style video. So if this ain't really a jam, I understand we're not really talking about a lot of tech today. We're more so talking about the direction of the channel, which I believe this is a pretty important video. So if you don't want to hang around for it, I completely understand. I won't hold it against you. Happy New Year's all the same. And let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, 2023, building this channel. Honestly, one, I'm happy I did it because I thoroughly enjoyed this channel. I stopped every other business that I was doing, every other affiliate website, everything that I was doing, I literally shut it down and focused 100% of my attention on Wheel Talk Tech because I enjoy it that much. So honestly, when I first started putting videos over here, I didn't think I would get as many subscribers as I got as quickly as I got. So thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate that. It's a lot of motivation in it, to be completely honest with you, when you see that there's someone out there that actually enjoys and like your work. So I really appreciate that. Keep the feedback coming. And with 2023, the videos, I was honestly trying to find my topic, if I'm being completely honest. I was putting out different types of videos, trying to see what felt good for me to create. And I landed on shortcuts. And towards the end of the year, I landed on just talking about productivity, because at first, if you look at the first beginning of my videos, all of them was me in front of my laptop or iPad or my phone, and I was doing some type of tutorial because that was my safety zone. However, towards the end, when I got the ZV-1, I started, creating content outside of this space right here, which honestly, I don't think you've seen any of that content yet. You might have seen one video. I don't know. I'm trying to think. It might not even be out yet, so I might be letting the cat out the bag. I don't know. But anyway, so I started creating more content outside of this space. And that's mainly because I got a camera that allows me to do that. And with me having a ZV-1 Mark II, because I enjoy creating content on that camera, I really want to give you more so behind the scenes look at how I do what I do. And that camera allows me to truly take you on the journey with me of how I'm becoming a full-time content creator. So that's something I absolutely want to do, because I feel like online we see a lot of people that become full-time content creators or are full-time content creators, but we don't get to see the journey. We don't get to see the behind the scenes of how they actually did it. Meaning, how do you go from being on YouTube or being on whatever your chosen platform is to being able to walk away from your job and that be your new job? That be your new, everything, or your new business, because that's basically what you're doing. You're building a media business in essence. So how do you go from full-time employee to that? And that's what I want to show more of, because honestly, right now, I'm betting the farm on this YouTube channel. I'm buying a ton of products. I've already started the unboxing Friday. I've started really looking at more types of shortcuts I can do. I've already wanting to start implementing more things on my actual laptop and not just on my iPad, because honestly, I love shortcuts on my phone. I love it. I just love shortcuts, period. However, there are some really, really cool apps on your MacBook Pro when it comes to automation that just will just blow your mind, especially when you start looking at tools like Text Expander, or you couple that with the Elgato Stream Deck. Like, it gets fun. It gets real fun real fast. So I want to cover more of that stuff this year, because honestly, I feel like automation allows us to get our time back. It allows us to be able to get that competitive edge when it comes to being productive and things like that. So I really want to focus more in on that. I also want to focus more in on sharing my journey, like I said. I also want to dig more into creative apps, because here's the deal. I play with a lot of creative apps on the back end, like just for my own personal reasons of trying to make my system as efficient as possible. When I get a bottleneck in my system, I'm always looking for a way to fix it. Sometimes it's getting the app, sometimes it's grabbing a tool, sometimes it's, me stepping back and figuring out what's the real problem. But more times than not, I'm always playing with apps. So I want to create a playlist on here that just opens your mind up, or just shares with you the different type of creative apps out there that allow us as content creators to create more efficiently and faster without, losing quality in our content or anything like that. Like, first thing coming to mind is an app called MindNode. Like, without MindNode, I'm looking at it on my screen right now. Without this app, I would not be able to function when it comes to scripting out my videos and things like that. And I get it. A lot of people like, scripting out their videos based on pen and paper or going straight down the page using something like a notes app or something like that. But with me, I love the fact that I can chunk my script down, and I can break it down into sections and things like that. And if I'm at work or I got some downtime, I can open up MindNode, see where I'm at, write that little section up, and then close out the app and go on about my business. So for me, MindNode is critical. That's one. So I just want to start talking to you more so about the apps that I use as a content creator on an everyday basis, and that I enjoy. Now, the business side of being a content creator honestly comes down to how do we monetize our knowledge? Now, for me personally, I want to come out with the Creator's Edge. The Creator's Edge is a newsletter. I don't know, I don't honestly know how I'm going to monetize it yet. I thought about, creating a product around YouTube once I hit 1,000 subscribers and letting people see that journey to becoming monetized, which is something I still might do. I don't know. I thought about creating a shortcuts tutorial, a course on that. I thought about a few things, but none of it has really just, punched me in the gut and made me want to do it. So right now, while I'm trying to figure it out, I'm really just focused on, the content creator's edge. So when I do figure out what I want to start creating and selling as a product to start bringing in some cash flow to offset all of these products that I'm buying, then I will, I'll have an upfront audience that I can start, seeing if they're interested right up front. So that's something I want to do. And then as far as the products and things like that I'm showing at Unboxing Friday, honestly, the way that I'm doing my unboxings, because everything is self-funded, meaning I do not have, a ton of money that's just sitting up for me to just buy products. So obviously I got to be selective with the products that I pick, and I got to be mindful of the things that I buy. But I also work a second job to fund this YouTube channel. That's how serious I am about it. So to a certain degree, I got a little leeway because I got a whole nother job that's 100% all those funds going to the YouTube channel. I also got, a few credit cards as well. So I use the credit cards to buy stuff. And then after I use the credit cards to buy stuff, I use the job to pay off the credit cards. I got a little system to make sure I don't get too over my head in debt doing this. But honestly, that's the system that I have. So I have videos that's going to be coming up where you're going to see a ton of unboxing. And I don't want you to think that for a millisecond that you have to, try to buy every single thing you see, because you don't. I'm buying things that, us as content creators can use to speed up our process or, make our life a little bit easier, like with the Shuttle Pro. I never knew how much the Shuttle Pro would come in handy, or how much I would use it when it comes to editing, and how much it would just help me speed up my editing process. And it's only $100. So I show you tools because I want you to see how, when I get a bottleneck, how it helps me. But I don't think you should buy every single thing out there. Now, everything, just assume, like if you've never watched my channel, just assume any link you click on is an affiliate link. Even if it's not, I just want you to assume it's an affiliate link. And with me, I always put the name next to the affiliate link. So if any reason you don't feel like that video was valuable, you're able to read that name and go right over to Amazon, type it in, and that same product will pop up for you. The reason why I do it like that is because it frustrates me sometimes when I'm watching a YouTube video and I see a product, and then I go to the description to look for that product, but I can't find the product because they got these, my book bag or my pouch or my whatever, which forces me to click on their affiliate link to see what the product is, and then they get credit for it, which I don't mind it. I just don't like it, if that makes sense. I feel like it's kind of a way to trick people into clicking the affiliate links. And I don't like that. So if my videos or my content isn't up to your standard, I always put all the links in the description. Absolutely. If you click on one of those links and go to Amazon or any other place for that matter, just assume that I get a commission at no extra cost to you. Sure, you get to support the channel, you get your product. It's a win-win for everybody. But also, if you don't feel like the content or the video you just watched was helpful or whatever the case may be, I still want you to be able to get that product. I want you to be able to read the name, copy it, and go over to Amazon and still get that product, because I can assure you any product that I recommend on this channel is because I actually use it. If I don't like a product, I will tell you I don't like a product. Now, the only caveat to that, to be completely honest with you, is like, for example, the Beats Pro Fit. I use them every single day in the gym. I don't like them because of many reasons, but the main reason is I just don't understand the small things that Apple did to make them stand apart from the normal AirPods or AirPods Pros. It's like it wasn't that serious, but I don't like them. The sound quality on the phone, you making a phone call is obsolete. People gonna tell you they can't hear you, you sound like you're underwater, all kind of stuff. Having them in your ear when you're working out is the only reason why I keep them, because if you use the AirPods or AirPods Pros, then you know those are gonna fall out your ear. So that's the only reason why I hang on to them. But I have no problem with telling a company like Apple or a big name company that, hey, I don't like this product, it's not for me. Now, that's what you have to keep in mind. If I don't like a product, it's not for me. Don't necessarily mean the product is bad, just mean it wasn't for me. My use case might be different from your use case. And when it comes to lower level products, like for example, with this right here, this is to my light. But if this is an up and coming company who's just getting started, I don't want to, come out and say, okay, this product is trash, it don't work, this, that, and the other. I never want to do a review like that, because at the end of the day, somebody took the time out to think up that product, sketch it out, and bring that product to life through manufacturing, all this other stuff. So I never want to downplay someone's hard work, because I don't want nobody doing that to me, because I'll be very, very upset. So I don't want to do that to nobody else. But what I will say is it isn't for me, and here's why. And if your use case is different from mine, then it might be something you should still look into, maybe not. With the AirPods Pros, I had no problem with saying they simply suck, because Apple is a big corporation. They know better. And I'm not, worried about hurting nobody's feelings at Apple, because I can't. But from a small content creator or something like that, then nah, I don't want to do that. I wouldn't be so brutally honest. I would definitely get the pros and cons and why I don't like it. Or I probably wouldn't say why I don't like it, but why it's not for me. So that's on the unboxing side of things. As far as everything else, I mean, honestly, I'm really excited. I've been reading a lot of books that I've always wanted to share, but I never really had a platform to share. So I'm hoping I can incorporate that somehow into this channel as well. I honestly don't know how yet. Like, the channel is still a baby. Like, it's still developing. I'm still figuring it out, and I guess you can say I'm taking it a video at a time, because I don't want to see. Here's my thing with subscribers. I absolutely unequivocally want subscribers. But the thing about it is, I want to make sure that the subscribers I'm getting are the right subscribers for the channel. That's the reason why, if you notice, you've never ever heard me in a video ask anyone to subscribe, because honestly, I feel like with good videos, you don't have to ask people to subscribe, because they genuinely gonna subscribe on their own, and those are going to be, your 1,000 fans. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the article, 1,000 fans, but basically, long story short, I want to make sure that I just kicked the camera, but I just want to make sure that the people that subscribe to the channel are actually genuinely content creators, or people who care about productivity and want to, go to the next level. So the channel is naturally going to evolve over time because obviously we all evolve. I'm going to evolve. We're starting out, for example, we're starting out with low level, let's dip your toe into shortcuts. But it's going to come a time where you've exceeded the low level shortcut stuff and you're going to want more advanced shortcuts. And if I don't deliver that, then you're going to go start looking at other YouTubers to figure out, who got the more advanced stuff that I don't know. So long story short, the channel is always going to be evolving. I'm always going to be thinking about what's the direction the channel should be going in, because today, right now, everything is new. Everything is fresh. Everything is, up in the air. But I'm pretty sure as I evolve as a content creator on this channel, you're going to evolve. And as you evolve, I want to make sure that my content is still meeting you where you're at, but also where you're on your way to. So for example, if you're a content creator, you're naturally going to want to figure out how to create a website. You're naturally going to want to start looking at ways to monetize, especially if you're serious about becoming a full-time content creator. There's no other way around it. And depending upon YouTube or Google AdSense, I mean, that could be one source of revenue, but honestly, I'm not really looking at the monetization as that. My main reason for wanting to get monetized is because, once you've gotten monetized, you got that credibility. And once you have that credibility, you can now start teaching people what you've already done. I would love to talk about YouTube on this channel because honestly, all I do is study YouTube 24/7, all day, every day. But right now, I don't feel like I'm qualified to talk about YouTube. Now, once I'm monetized, you definitely gonna see a playlist pop up with me talking about YouTube and the ups and downs and things like that. But until that day that I'm actually monetized, I have to earn my stripes, as they would say. So long story short, I know this was a ramble, but I got some big plans for us moving forward with this channel. I'm not going nowhere. You're going to see moments where, I do sprints. Like right now, if you look, I'm in a sprint, meaning that I'm producing more content than usual. On my YouTube channel, on my channel page, you're gonna always see it say, one video per week, because honestly, that's the default. But during my sprints, you're gonna see where I might be posting 2-3 videos a week, and I might be doing that for 3-4 weeks, and then I might drop down to 2 videos. The moral of the story is you'll always get a video from me every single week, period. No way around it. However, you're also going to get times where I'm just energized and I got a lot of ideas and I'm just sprinting, meaning I'm just running out videos, which is what I'm doing now, which is one of the reasons I like the ZV-1, because it allows me to produce content at an insane rate. And again, you don't know that because you haven't seen all the videos coming out. But I can tell you right now, any video that you see come out that with me not sitting here is not done on my A7 IV, is me using the ZV-1 Mark II. So you're going to see what I'm talking about. You're going to see why I'm so excited, but just understand that, Will Talk Tech not going anywhere. I got big plans for this channel, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the view, the ride, I guess. I don't know what I wanted to say there. I got tongue tied, but I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy watching me show what it takes to become a full-time content creator. Till next time. Later.